Hi, this is Jill Alexander. I just wanted to share with you some of the things that I can do with my Lenovo X61 tablet. Just so you understand the difference, the tablet that I'm talking about is not like an iPad. It looks more like a laptop computer, but it has the added benefit of being able to write on the screen with a stylus. And any of the inkings that you put on the screen can be saved digitally so that they could then travel along with your document. I'm going to show you some of the things that I do with it in class because it really is very useful. Right now I'm in Microsoft OneNote, and let's say that I gave my students in biology class an assignment last night. Here it is. It just takes a second. What I'm doing is I'm inserting it as a printout inside the OneNote. And here it is. Normally I would do this the night before so that the kids don't have to watch me import it, but it just takes a moment and a couple of mouse clicks, and here it is. This is the assignment that I gave my students last night. Well, now what I would do is right in front of class, I can attach my tablet to the projector, the LCD projector, and I can ink right on the page, and I can do the problems with the students, and once I'm finished, I can then take this and save it, and I can share it and post it on my web page. The other thing that's useful here is that you can also record as you're talking. So if I were in class and I were working through some of these problems with the students, I could just simply click this record audio button, and it would record all the marks that I make on the page as well as my voice, and it will time them together so that the students will see the text highlighted as I was speaking and as I was writing it. So that's very, very useful, and I probably use this every single day. Another thing that I can do is if you look on my web page, here I am in my physics folder, and you can see that I've put some of the class notes on here with the answers. So if a student maybe missed a day and they need to go back and they need to look at what we went through in class the day before, they can look at it. This one in particular, if you open it up, it's a OneNote file that has audio that's attached to it. This is a review for a test that the kids are going to be taking. So if a student needs a little extra help and they're at home and they want to just look at what I said in class, they can go in here and view it just like that. Here's a great feature in OneNote. There's a toolbar menu down here. It's a screen clipper. And let's say that I wanted a picture of DNA or something complicated. I can simply grab anything anywhere on the web or anyplace else, grab it, bring it into OneNote, paste it, and then once it's in there, I can write all over it if I want, add extra notes, and those notes will be saved. Here's another great way to use Microsoft OneNote and a tablet in the science classroom. Let's say that the kids are doing a lab activity in which each group is collecting a different part or different kind of data in the lab. You can project this up onto the LCD projector in the classroom, and then as students finish getting their data, they can simply come up and write it up in front of the class, and when you're finished, you can either save a copy and post it online, or you could print a copy so that every student has the data themselves. The other day, my freshmen were working on an online activity called Minds on Physics, and it just so happened that a lot of them were having problems with the same question. So I asked the students to send me a copy of the problem that was giving them trouble, and so one of my students put it in my online Dropbox right here, and I was able to open it up very quickly, and then I could take a screenshot of the problem, just like that, and then I could paste it into Microsoft OneNote. Well, once it was in OneNote, I could project this onto the LCD projector in the classroom, and then I could help the kids work through the tricky part of the problem. And this way, the picture that they see up on the LCD projector is exactly what the kids see on the screen in front of them. And so it's much more useful, it's much more user-friendly for the students. It just so happens that our textbook publisher, Pearson, offers an online version of the book. Because it's in digital form, I'm able to go in there and take a screenshot and put it right into Microsoft OneNote. This is great because if I'm ever trying to show students in class something in particular in the text, maybe I want to highlight something that's important, or perhaps I want to show them one of the pictures that is in there, I can do that really easily, and it looks exactly like the print version that the kids have in front of them. Tablets are also really great for math classes. One of the things you can do is you can change the look of the page. So instead of having it blank or with just plain lines, you could put in a graph grid. Microsoft OneNote also has the ability to put in, say, an axis. If you were a math teacher and you were trying to teach the students how to graph numbers, you could quickly insert an axis. You can insert different lines, and when you draw your lines, they'll be nice and straight. You can change the thickness, you can change the color. The other options you have are to make certain shapes. So if you wanted to make a triangle, you could. You can rotate them, you can flip them, you can move them. It's really very useful. And then, of course, as always, if you wanted to go in and note up the axes just like you would any other time, you could certainly do that as well. So bottom line, why tablets? Well, first of all, they're more flexible than a smartboard or an iPad. iPads cannot run certain browser plugins like Adobe, so you can't use animations on it. Smartboards, they stay in one room, so if a teacher switches classrooms or if they get reassigned from year to year, the smartboard does not necessarily go with them. The other thing is that we no longer support overhead projectors in the classroom. We like to be able to face forward and look at our students while we're teaching, but overhead projectors are no longer supported here at Argo. This is really the best way to communicate spontaneously with students during class. Right now, most of our classrooms only have whiteboards, and the whiteboards require you to have your back to the kids, and sometimes the students in the back can't see it. The tablets allow you to zoom it in, make it big, and then publish it. They're also very cost effective. My tablet that I purchased myself was $1,400, and that included a 3-year warranty. They're very durable and really about the same price as a regular laptop computer. And then finally, most importantly, I really could not imagine teaching my classes without it. It has become an integral part of my teaching, and I think it's probably one of the strongest educational tools that I've ever come across in 19 years.